Hi, this is Natalie Tindol, and this past Thursday we had a gathering for the Embrace Initiative where everyone was invited if they wanted to come and make their commitments to Embrace early. The purpose of advanced commitments is to inspire the rest of the church as we all make our Embrace commitments on November 12th, which is this Sunday. We did this to model King David's example in 1 Chronicles 29 when he was raising the resources to build the temple. I am thrilled to share with you that over 35 families committed early to our Embrace Initiative last week. So this is super exciting and really encouraging to see God moving in all of these families' lives. I'm really pumped to share some even more encouraging numbers with you. So these numbers have been provided by our business office, but let me be very clear and reassure you, the only people who know names are the 2 staff members in the business office. Please hear that. We only know numbers. We do not and we will not know names. That's important for you to know. The reason we want to share these numbers with you though is because they're so encouraging. Okay, so here's a couple things to know. We had 4 households that increased their giving by 250%. That is amazing. We had 10 more households that increased their giving from last year by 100% or more. We had 5 households that increased their giving by 50% or more. And in one case, this is so awesome, we had a young person who increased their giving 19 times what they did last year. And it's a young person with a younger amount, but that is beautiful to see how God is moving in our congregation. Several families increased their respective gifts by 100%, going from $6,000 annually to $24,000 for the 2-year Embrace Initiative. Another household is increasing their giving by 50%, going from $20,000 annually to $60,000 over the next 2 years. Isn't that amazing? It's awesome. So celebrate with me the goodness of God as these families take huge steps towards their generosity. So you might be thinking, why is she sharing these numbers? Well, let me tell you, it's biblical. David shared what he was giving to his leaders so his leaders would know how committed he was to the overall project. The leaders were inspired and encouraged, and they therefore gave in amazing ways. David and the leaders' totals were announced to help encourage the rest of the people of Israel. So it's important that we know our leaders are all in, and it's important to offer perspective to everyone because this is a really big decision. It's super important, and everybody needs a little direction. So now there are some of you here today whose Embrace commitment will represent radical increases like we just talked about. And I want to encourage you that perhaps there's a number that you're thinking about as your family, you're thinking about with your spouse, and it might be a different number than what you report on Sunday. You might think, okay, I can trust God and I can do a little bit more. But when you have these conversations and when you pray and when you listen to Justin and Melissa in the sermons, think about these things and think about trusting God. He is doing something very powerful in our church, and He can do new and powerful things in your heart as well. I hope you'll be open to God's leading. I would like to ask you to be open to God's leading, and remember that every single commitment is important. You are important to this church. Our Embrace Initiative is an opportunity for us to grow spiritually and perhaps even more radically than we've ever thought about before. We don't want you to miss out on that. It's an amazing feeling. So take this challenge. I promise you will not regret it.